good morning and welcome to Saturday Morning Momentum. This is episode 22, and I'm Kat of Kat's Novel Adventures, and I'm being joined today by Lee, Liz, and Jen. And we are here to get stuff done. It is our day to set an intention, have an hour where we execute that intention and just feel a little more empowered about getting our goals done, finishing projects, starting a project, anything that we need to do that we feel like we're making some progress on activities or things that we want to do in our life. It's just a way to fulfill our lives more. So we are here ready to go on this Saturday morning. How are y'all doing, ladies? How are you doing, Lee?
Pretty good.
Week?
My week was okay. My week was productive, just not in the week that I intended for it to happen. So none of my intentions got done, but just other stuff got done. So
okay,
I was going to get down on myself, but then I'm like, no, just accomplished other things. So
You just shifted. You just shifted gears. That's okay. I mean, you were productive, just in a different way. How about you, Liz? Liz, you just came back from a nice little vacation.
Yeah, I went to the Poconos with some friends, which was nice. That's what I did this week. I just prioritized time with friends and family. And then I came back and did some life admin tasks, like take my car to get inspected, things like that. So nothing too amazing this week.
No, I think the trip was amazing.
Yeah, that was necessary.
Yes, I think that's amazing. And how about you, Jen? Things getting better for you?
They're getting better. I just, last week, all I did was get Rena ready to start back to school Monday. So I was able to get all the stuff done. So she'll be ready to go Monday morning.
Excellent. I did not update on Discord. The only thing I did this week was I did volunteer at the Friends of the Library store on Thursday. So I got that done. I wanted to do a blog update on my August challenge, but then I realized I wouldn't have had enough days, and I want to do it on Monday. So I really should update this Monday. Like I'll write my blog post Sunday for Monday. So I just kind of postponed that. And I did not scrapbook one time this week. And I even had it on my calendar to do it yesterday, and I did not. I was too busy reading The Gunslinger and taking notes on that. So I just kind of shifted that. However, I did do something scrapbook related. My friends and I met a lady at the last scrapbooking event in June. Her name is Tanya, and she has a scrapbook store in Rain, Louisiana. We also call it Frog City, which is probably about 2.5 hours from where we live here. And she also has a retreat house. So we did some investigating on her retreat house, and it actually would be cheaper for us to go do a scrapbooking event there. You have to have a minimum of 5 people, but even with the 3 of us splitting the cost, it's still cheaper than us going to our event in June. And it is a house, like full kitchen, nice area for scrapbook and everything. So this week, I didn't realize that she was closed earlier in the week. So I sent her an email, then another little message on her website. And then I tried calling her Friday, and she didn't answer. So I thought that's kind of weird because it's supposed to be open Friday. So I just left a message on the answer machine. Well, she texted me back, and I booked the retreat house. So I'm very, very excited. So I did something scrapbook related. I just didn't actually scrapbook anything, but I'm excited about it. It's going to be in January. So that is something to look forward to. So anyway, let's see who is here and what our friends have been up to. Hello, Eleanor, from San Diego. The heat finally found us. It was 99 degrees yesterday. Wow. But Eleanor, do y'all have humidity where you're at? I know it might be hot, but do y'all have the humidity? Because I know like Utah gets hot, but they don't have the humidity. And it's a different kind of heat. And hello, Jellicoe. It's been so long. I have been following you on Instagram and seeing you with all your little kitties. Summer got suddenly busy. Well, that's okay. That means you've been enjoying your summer. And good morning, Lori, on the other side of the screen. I know Lori texted me earlier today just saying that she wasn't feeling too well, and she's got a lot to do today with birthday plans. Her little grandbaby, turn 1, and when you're not feeling too great, you gotta you gotta take care of yourself.
Yes.
Self-care. And then Hermie's here. Hello. Hope everyone is feeling good today for the most part, I would say. And well, probably afternoon for you, talking to Hermie. And then good morning, Alicia. How are you? Just telling everybody hello. And no humidity, thankfully. Yeah, that's a little bit different for us who live in the tropics. That's what I feel like we live in, like a rainforest. The humidity is really what wears you out. I have been trying so hard to take care of my hair this week because I washed it. What day did I wash it? Wednesday? No, Thursday. Thursday I washed it. And so I was able to put it in a barrette. It was like super frizzy, but of course, every time I walk in the morning, that's when the frizz is going to happen and everything. So I've been kind of putting it up a little different. And I was like, I really would like to wear my hair down today for the birthday party we have to go to. And so anyway, we shall see. I might bring stuff with me in case, because it could be out to here if we're outside.
It looks really pretty now. It really.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying very hard, I don't know, when you see what I look like when I walk, like when I came home the other day, I was like, I can't believe I passed people on the road. Like part of my hair was like out of the ponytail, because if I don't put the ponytail high enough, I try to put it like back and then clip it. It was like this part over here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's people who are probably like, does this lady know what her hair looks like? I don't know. They might not even care. Just popping in to say hello, just finishing up breakfast and getting ready for Brick Fan Expo this morning. Excellent. Y'all have fun, Alicia. That's a nice outing. So what are your intentions today, Lee? What are your intentions?
My intention is to work on my Bible study and to work on atomic habits. And if I can, for one moment, I just want to read a little quote in here that I think is so appropriate for our group. It says, "Nothing sustains motivation better than belonging to the tribe. It's friendship and community that embed a new identity and help behaviors last over the long run." Yeah. And I just thought that was perfect for this group.
That is perfect. Perfect. We should put that quote somewhere. We need an inspiration part in there so we can add that quote. That's awesome. I do think, I mean, it has benefited me immensely to have y'all, because I feel like I can reach out to y'all if I am having a stumbling block or if I need just support in any way. And then I love having our Discord to be able to like interact with people and figure out, help people problem solve if they're looking for that. This has been just a wonderful, wonderful gift. And I really have to thank Liz for it, because Liz and I, have been, kind of communicating for the last couple of years, doing some personal development stuff. And when I kind of told her, this has kind of been on my mind, this is a back burner thing, what do you think? And she was like, I think that would be a great idea. It would be good for the community. I wasn't even expecting it to be something maybe every week, perhaps, or whatever. And so Liz really gave me the push, for us to build this. So lots of stars to you, Liz.
Well, I'm glad we do it, because as that quotation said, like it's good to be accountable to other people and to get feedback when things aren't going the way that you had hoped, which happens frequently, I am finding.
And I have to say, I have to thank Jen and Lee and Lori for reaching out and saying, hey, if you ever, want someone to come on and, I'd love to do this or whatever. I mean, that meant a lot to me, because it's like, I mean, it's sort of a commitment. It's not like if you can't make it one week, it's a big deal that, I'm gonna miss you. And everybody in the community is going to miss you, but it's not like it's, a life or death kind of situation. It's not like we're on ABC or NBC and we're getting paid this huge paycheck.
Too bad.
I know, right?
Really. But I have to thank y'all for that too, because showing up and, because Liz even said, I mean, I might not be able to do it all the time, but I'm going to be there, even in the background. So I really appreciate that. So Liz, what are your intentions for today?
Oh, I have a lot to do. I think what I'm gonna do is I want to take a lot of items to the thrift store this afternoon. So I think I'm gonna try to box up that. And then I have to figure out, what do people do with like old letters, old diaries? Do you shred them? Do you keep them in perpetuity? Like what? I don't know. Like I was like, I'm just gonna shred all this stuff. Like I don't need it anymore. And people are aghast by that. They're like, you can't shred love letters and all these things. And I don't know, what do you do with them?
I know, because
I'm
it
with,
is
I'm with, I'm
personal.
with you, Liz. I shred them. That's
Thank
yeah,
you, Lee. You
like-
just gave me permission. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
going to
doing that
say,
next
I
hour.
guess, is there anyone in your family that would want to keep them just because it's family, or, or is it so personal you feel like that the person that wrote them would not want that?
Yeah, like I have all the stuff that I think people would be interested in that would be like relevant to them, but more the personal things. I thought, I don't know. And I have a couple archivists in my family, and they're like, you can't shred these things. I'm like, why wouldn't you? So,
Well,
but
then-
Lee told me I can, so I'm going to.
I was going to say, well, maybe the archivists in your family should take them off your hands, and that way you don't have, but then you never know where they might end up.
right.
I mean, you never know, because I read a book by Edith Horton. She's the one that did that Edwardian lady diary of her year of being in nature.
Yeah.
And she did it for herself. Like she hand wrote everything. She did all these watercolors and everything. And at some point, her family published that. And it wasn't like she didn't really have anything personal as far as like love, loving someone or anything like that, but just like her observations in life.
Yeah.
You never know if this lady would have ever really wanted that published. It was just a year in her life, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, Lee, you know how Lee is. Lee's
I
like
love
that.
it.
Just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off, shred them, we're done.
Yes, it'll be done by the end of this hour.
There you go.
I think Liz likes using her shredder a lot.
I really do.
I bet you it's like therapeutic, huh?
Yeah, it is.
How about you, Jen? What are you up to?
During the power hour, I'm going to plan some YouTube videos.
Oh, good. Very, very good. I have a couple of things to do. I need to put all the presents for my great niece in the gift bag and make it pretty and do the card. I also have to make a to-do list, and I need to plan for next week. So that's what I have to take care of. I'm telling you, yesterday I just went down a dark hole, the dark tower hole. And I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Lori says, use this gloss. I use this gloss on my hair to mitigate the frizz. Kenra Professional Platinum Silkening Gloss. Yeah. Okay. Well, my hairdresser gave me this serum stuff, and I don't know if I like that. So maybe this will work. Okay. Where do you buy that? That's the problem. Where do you buy this? Is it something that I have to go to a specialty store? Like Ulta? You know me, I like my certain stores. Alicia says, I have to do the same things with my hair, Cat. The humidity is not my friend. Yes, it is not mine. That's why it cracks me up when I see people I know they have professional hairdressers and makeup artists on film, because I actually had my hair done one time when I was a background actor, and they must have their hair touched up 4,000 times if they're filming in the South, because otherwise when you look at anybody that's filmed anything in the South, they have to have something that helps them, because otherwise their hair would be out to here. Either that or they just don't have the same texture as my hair. My intentions for this weekend: Brick Fan Expo, water balloon fight. Woo! Reading sprints tomorrow, and getting ready for kids' first day of school on Monday. Fun. Excellent. And good morning, Chris Wildfire. Hermie says, I'm going to use Power Hour to get a huge unhaul. I really should keep up with unhauls, so it's not such a big task. Onto Vinted, like Pango. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I'm going to finish making the deviled green eggs for the baby's birthday party. Also have ham for charcuterie. Clean a bathroom if I feel like it and listen to a book I want to finish today. Nice. And hello, Andy. What are you up to for Power Hour? Ulta or Amazon? Maybe Walmart. Serum never worked for me. Yeah. And then hairdressers can order it easily. Mine used to order it for me. Very nice. And maybe Sally's Beauty Store. We don't have a Sally's. I think probably Ulta is going to be the place. Angelica said, I need to finish a book club book so I can email my thoughts to the library book club so they can count me. I'm had razor blade throat COVID this week, so can't go in person. What's razor blade throat COVID?
Like where it feels like there's razor blades in your throat because it's so sore and infected.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. That sounds awful. Oh my gosh, Jellicle, I hope that goes away fast. Eleanor intends to reset after a 4-day mini vacation, get back into my exercise routine and healthy eating, plus start the laundry. That sounds excellent. Okay, so let me get to our Power Hour banner. And our kitty cat is all set. Well, you know what? I like it better when I share the screen first. There we go. And then I can start it. Okay, so happy Power Hour. Welcome back. Okay. So stop that. Okay. So how did everybody do?
I did good. I finished my Bible study. I'm very excited.
Yay! Excellent. That must be like freeing.
Yes, it is.
That's a big goal.
How many hours do you feel you spend on Bible study?
Honestly, it probably did. So I read like whatever amount of chapters they say in the video to watch, and the videos are about 40 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the Bible study, you bought a program for that, or like you joined a group for that?
It's just a free one on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. That's really cool. I like when you have directed stuff like that.
See, that's why I feel like I'm going through them, because it's not like if I was just to read it by myself, I would be so lost. Like this guy gives you like a lot of like historical of what's going on and what this means. So I don't have to try to figure it out myself. So I like that part of it. It's like I'm like kind of getting like a little bit of a history lesson on like where it was in the world type of thing. So
yeah, I like that. How about you, Liz? Did you get some pure enjoyment out of shredding?
I really, really did. To a degree I was not expecting, so I'm happy to have done that.
Did you get it all done?
Oh no, because I'm trying to read through stuff before I shred it, and that's a whole event in and of itself.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of interesting just to get somebody, this perspective of this person that you knew, or maybe did not know, but somehow is related to someone in your family that you know.
Yeah, well, I'm working on my own personal diaries. So reading my thoughts, from like literally from like second grade all the way through, college and whatnot. It's a wild ride.
You're shredding those journals?
I am. I'm rereading them, but I'm shredding them as I reread them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I have had journals and I look at them and I'm like, what is wrong with you? And I burn them because I'm like, I don't want anyone to think
it was very dramatic.
Because when you're younger, everything seems so enormous, and it's like, really? I look at this now, but they say, and I can't remember if this was something that Gretchen Rubin recommended, I don't know, somewhere, that if, say, you're a worrier, write down like what you're worried about, all your thoughts, like just dump it on the page, seal it up, date it or whatever. And then as life goes on, when you come upon that envelope again and you read it, you came through the other end of the storm of whatever it was. Yeah. And then you're sort of like, I worried about that.
Yeah.
So true.
Oh, how about you, Jen? Did you get all your video content done?
Well, I ended up having to answer a few questions from students for upcoming classes. So that took up more time because as soon as I get the questions, I like to answer back as quickly as possible because I know what it's like to be a student and be getting ready and unsure. So I mostly did that, but I took a few pictures for thumbnails and kind of got my thoughts together about what I want to talk about in one of the videos. And that, that's just the way it goes, right? Sometimes you don't do this stuff like we always talk about. Sometimes things come up and you have to address those.
Right. And I mean, I think for me, like keeping it in perspective, it's like some of the things that I get bummed out about not completing are not anything per se that's moving me forward as far as responsibilities. It's just, I want to do it because I want to, just grow as a person. So it's my own personal stuff. And sometimes I have to remind myself that, this is kind of like for fun, I guess you would say, more so than like it's going to make or break you. Like if you shirk in responsibility somewhere else, you can't do it that way, kind of thing. So I have to remind myself sometimes because, I'm like, oh man, I didn't get to do X, Y, Z. I was really looking forward to that. Well, you also have to clean your house and take care of your dogs and do
Yeah.
other things.
Sure.
So for me, I didn't wrap it, but I stuffed everything in a bag. I figured I would be very simple this time. She's not going to know. She's 1. So she's just going to be happy. I hope. I got her some books and some clothes and a little memory game that she cannot obviously play yet, but I love the little Target bullseye section. Sometimes you can find the cutest things in there, anywhere from $1, $3, or $5. But it was this cute, really colorful memory game with the big ladybug on it. And I figured she could use it. It was like for pre-K age or whatever. So anyway, got that done, made my to-do list, and got my week planned for next week. So hopefully I will get to the things that I have planned for next week. I have a question for y'all. So on my to-do list, I've been putting my walk on it. And I'm sort of like, okay, well, I put my walk on there, but I don't put that I unload my dishwasher. I don't put that I'm feeding my dog. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like the walk now has become a habit. Like it now is a habit. It's part of my morning routine kind of thing. Don't you think it would be fun not to put it on the to-do list? I mean, I feel like a lot of times I'm making my to-do list after I walk. So, or how are y'all? Do you put your exercise on your to-do list?
I don't, because it's kind of like you said, it's a habit for me now to ride my bike. So I don't put it on there.
Because you don't have to remind yourself. Like to me, the
Right.
to-do list is kind of like a reminder list, at least for me. I mean, how do you feel about it, Liz? I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I'm just curious how people handle
I
it.
put everything on my to-do list, like wash my face, because I like that satisfaction of crossing things off.
Mhm.
So
I do
it really
too.
depends on, I know some people like my best friend puts like the bare minimum on her list because it feels overwhelming to her. So
Mhm.
I guess it's really whatever works better for you.
I mean, I've literally written something down that I did that was not on my to-do list
To
just so I
cross it
could
off.
cross it off.
Mhm.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
I live that life.
Yes.
Okay, so Lee, do you put your exercise on your list and then cross it off? Okay.
Yes.
I was just
I love the cross off.
curious because I don't put everything on it because some of it is just rote. I'm just doing it every day kind of thing. I don't have to think about it. But anyway, that's interesting. If anyone in the chat wants to weigh in on that, I'm just curious. It's just me being a curious person. Jellicle is talking about 10 out of 10. Do not recommend on the upside of recovery now, but don't want to expose them, of course. And Hermie was telling her that she hopes she feels better. That has got to be awful. I can't stand having just a regular sore throat. And in this day and age, this is the thing that's fascinating to me about our world. You can have all this major technology and do all these great things, but you can't come up with something to help you with a sore throat or a cough.
Mhm.
I mean, there's things out there that they give you or whatever. You have to go to the doctor and get some kind of like a prescription for it. But I just find like if you look at over-the-counter stuff, there is hardly anything for like sore throat. And if you want something, you have to take some other kind of thing for other symptoms. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, you can get a sore throat from just postnasal drip, if you're having sinus issues or allergy issues. I don't know. Like lozenges to me, you can only suck on so many lozenges before you just like done, or your tongue has a blister on it.
Great.
And I don't know. It's like I think we need something better. Although who was it? Somebody was saying, Alicia, some kind of a remedy for that. Oh, I'm gonna have to
I
go
use
look.
salt water.
Do you? And that helps with you to get rid of a
Mhm.
sore throat?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of that. I've heard of gargling with salt
Yeah.
water. Honey is supposed to help too, but I mean, again, you can only consume so much honey before you're like, then your sugar content's through the roof.
Yeah.
So Alicia wanted just to share this to beware there's a new trend with teens and younger adult. They now have adult pacifiers to deal with everyday stress and anxiety. Okay, so if y'all see this, y'all have to report. I have never heard of this.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just moving on.
Well, I kind of remember, like, wasn't there a trend like back in the day, maybe in the 90s, possibly the 80s, where people would go like to those rave parties and they would like suck on pacifiers?
I think that's because they were high and they like the sensation of it being in their mouth. I realized what I just said out loud.
I mean, you can't help but think like this oral fixation type.
Yes,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. And then Courtney had popped in, just getting some stuff done before work. We'll be in bed before y'all come back. Happy productivity. Yeah, I think Courtney works at night, pretty late into the night. And Alex came in and popped in, woke up early, but then went back to sleep as I was up until 2 a.m. last night. I'll have to text her and find out why.
Was she playing for something fun?
Yeah.
Well, last night she was on sprints and she was organizing her cardboard, as she called it. It was her magic cards. She was going through her magic cards and taking out all the ones that were not really great or duplicates or whatever. And she's trying to see if she can find a place where she can actually go play magic, because she's just kind of been playing it like with her partner Keaton, or look at me, I'm doing thumbs up, you know, or like a friend or whatever. So she would like to see about going somewhere else with that. So
Cool.
I'm wondering if she was continuing with that. Hope you're all doing well today. And then Elena popped in. Good morning to all of us. And she is doing good. Courtney said, thanks, Alicia, for wasting my time on this adult pacifier. wasting last 20 minutes on Instagram going down rabbit holes. Apparently it originated in China for coping with stress. People are selling all these tricked out pacifiers and people are paying big bucks getting on board in America. We are a nation of consumerism babies. What happened to using the thumb? It's free. Okay, now time for bed. Thanks for a good time. Thanks for being here, Courtney. I know you probably already sleeping. Say it, Jen. I gotta know.
No, I can't. I really can't. I really not. No, this is not the crowd. Maybe on Wednesdays. I can't do it today.
Oh my God.
There are other free things, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
It took me a second.
And then Alicia was off to Brick Fan Expo, so she said she would leave us up for watch hours, which I think is sweet. And I hope she has a good time with her children.
Yeah.
And Eleanor completed a 20-minute stretch routine and made it to-do list for the day. Excellent. There's something about stretching that feels so wonderful, especially if you're, you know, I mean, I know you can stretch without having done some cardio or whatever, but I find like once you stretch after like riding your bike or walking or whatever, it's just it feels so good on your body to do that. I wish I liked yoga. I don't know if I don't like yoga because I've only done it through a DVD kind of thing. I wonder if I would like yoga if somebody properly showed me techniques, but
You might like hot yoga.
ooh. What's hot yoga?
They make the room really, really hot. So you're sweating while you do it, but it's really nice in terms of like limbering up your muscles so that you get like deeper stretches.
Oh, good. Because I'm not very flexible. I've never been flexible ever in my life. Majelical said, I got to the halfway point in my book. It's only 150 pages, so I'm on track. Plus, it's a beautiful morning to sit on the porch with a cup of tea.
Nice.
I am looking so forward to like some cool snaps just so I can go sit outside. Because it's so pretty. Like you look outside and it's so pretty, and then you go out there and then the heat slaps you in the face, and then you're like, well,
Can't breathe. It's just so like
true. It's like somebody shoved cotton up your nose.
Yes.
Lori said, I finished The Green Eggs, and listened to more of my book. I'm reading The End of Her by Sherry Lapina. Eggs took longer than expected. I usually don't have realistic expectations of time. I don't either.
Can I just say something? I had not read anything by Shari Lapina, and Lori has a great video that goes through a bunch of different books by her, and they all sounded incredible. So if you're looking for good books to read, I found her video really helpful.
Lori, if you can, put your link to that video in the chat, so we'll have it in there. And we'll need to maybe put your video in Discord if you haven't already. I have a daily list dry erase that has all those things on it that matter to me, taking meds, walking, and I don't cross it off. I just keep track of whether it still matters. That's pretty cool. I mean, I have been known to forget to do something because my morning doesn't play out the same way. So I think that is why I haven't even your habitual things that you do day in and day out on there. Because there have been times where I literally forgot to take my reflux meds. And that's because maybe we woke up, one of the dogs were sick. And so I was attending to them. And then once I finished taking care of them, I'm off getting into my day. And then it's not until later on when all of a sudden I feel like, I feel like I'm having like a little bit of heartburn. Then I realize I didn't take my meds. So, yeah. And hello, Mindy. How are you today? Chris Wildfire said I had a pacifier necklace. I think it was a trend maybe from the TLC group.
There you go.
And then, thanks, Liz. I do love her books. And there is the link to that video that Liz is talking about if you want to learn more about Sherry Lapina. Pina is how you pronounce it. And Jellicle said, all this week it's been low 60s at night.
Nice.
Low 80s by day. Again, I'm so jealous. Low humidity.
Oh.
It feels kind of fallish. Too bad I was sick for most of it. I know. That is a bummer. But oh my gosh, how delightful. Esther Jane, who is in our group for reading the Beaumont and Brady books by J.A. Jance. What was it, 50s or something she was talking about one day? Oh my God. But she lives like in New York, somewhere upstate or something in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she gets the better weather, that's for sure. Okay, so now we want to talk about intentions. What are our intentions for the upcoming week? What do you have on your agenda, Lee?
I want to finish, because you all know this happens when you have one book that comes in from the library, all the books come in at the same time. So my one goal is to read all the books that came in on Libby and to get to 90% in my Key West challenge this week.
Okay, awesome. And how about you, Liz?
Well, this is my last week before going back to work. So I want to try to take some of the habits that I want to have for the new semester and sort of give them a road test to see, or a test drive rather, to see if they work. So we'll see. I want to read some books, and I want to kind of look at my 2025 goals list and finalize anything I can right now and kind of figure out what I'm doing going forward. And I want to start weight training. That's the big thing for this week is I need to start lifting like heavy weights. And so I need to figure that out.
There's a Mickey sighting.
There is a Mickey sighting.
He's been feeling okay. Has he been feeling okay?
Off and on. I mean, he's an older boy. I took him this morning because it was nice and cool out, and he did really well. So
awesome.
Today's a good day for him. Yeah.
Very good. How about you, Jen? What do you want to do this week?
This week
it's a big week for you.
It's busy. Yeah, Ren will be back in school. I take Karma to the vet Monday just for boosters. I have a therapy appointment Wednesday. I see the spine specialist on Thursday. I don't teach yet this week. It's the following week, but it's just making sure the schedule is ready and I'm ready to go. Even though I've taught the classes before, I have to be reminded because I forget stuff sometimes. So it's that I need to do certain portions of my presentation for the conference in October because some of the things are due Friday. So I'll be doing that. And if I don't film all the videos that I want to film this weekend, I will do that this coming week too.
Is your conference you're presenting, is it going to be before or after the wedding?
It is before. The conference is like the first weekend in October, and it's virtual, so I don't have to like go anywhere.
Okay.
And then my daughter's wedding is October 19th.
Okay, nice. Okay. Well, that's good that you don't have to travel.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, that makes a big difference. For me this week, I need to write my blog post for my August challenge. I'm planning on doing that tomorrow so that I can publish it on Monday, because that way I have enough days. I'll have 10 days under my belt of what I did or did not do. And then I'm supposed to be volunteering a lot this week. So we'll see what happens with my back, because I was telling the ladies this earlier, somehow I don't know if it's sciatica flaring up or what, but I got out the shower, bent to, dry off, and my back hurt, like a pain shot in my back. So I'm feeling okay. Like it's there. It's kind of twingy, but I took some ibuprofen. So I think that is kind of helping me out a little bit. But I'm supposed to be volunteering 2 days at the Scholastic Book Fair and 1 day at the book sale for Friends of the Library. So I'll have to see what happens. But I do have a note to call my doctor on Monday, first thing, and just see what happens with that. Doesn't necessarily mean I'll get in to see him, but at least I can make the call and try to get an appointment in there or whatever. So that's what I'm going to be up to. I do need to make 2 announcements. The first announcement is there will be no Saturday morning momentum this coming Saturday, which is the 16th. And that is because I'm attending a virtual reading retreat. Lori is also attending too. So it's with the BookTube besties in the BookTube community. So just letting y'all know that we will not be on the 16th. I'll put something in the Discord because I know like not all of our regulars are here. And, even when people were here and I didn't post anything, I did have a couple of people reach out and were like, are we having anything today? And I'm like, no. So I will put that out there. Also, I want to let everybody know that Wednesday, for my sprints on Wednesday, they're going to be an hour later. So it'll be 4:30 p.m. Central Time, just because I'll be helping at the book fair. And I don't want to be trying to rush from one, point A to point B. Usually when I get home, I have to take care of my dogs and all that kind of stuff. So I need to be in like my zen. But depending on what also happens with my back, there's no telling. I might be at the doctor that day. Anyway, so let's see what everyone here is up to. Lori said her intentions are to help set up and execute the birthday bash, module 6, and maybe module 7 of the training. Excellent. And I still have a bookcase to scan. I thought I did it. Ugh. And if anyone did not see, she has like 1,300 books in her library. She posted it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that is a lot. And then she said, oh, I need to schedule therapy appointments too. I put it off this last week. Yeah. Okay. So, does anyone have anything that they want to plug for this week for their own channels, or, what y'all are doing? Anybody got anything special coming up that, the biggest thing that's about to be around the corner is Halloween-a-thon for anybody who is participating in Kelsey's big event for that. I think her video is supposed to be dropping next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 17th. and she'll have all the details about that. It's going to be it's not a competitive readathon, but it's got a lot of components to it, a lot of things to make it a fun event for all that want to participate in it. Mindy said, crunch time, getting ready for going back to work, announcing my new book club this coming week. Very nice. Excellent. Very nice. It's an indie book club, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
So,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay, so if that is all we have for you today, we're going to wish everyone well. We hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful upcoming week. If you're going back to work because you're in the school system, good luck on a new school year. Best wishes for that. You know, it's a very taxing job. I will just say that. So prepare to be a little bit tired, more tired than you have been on your summer break. That's for sure. And just everybody have an awesome week. Hopefully you can get your intentions taken care of, but also remember to practice some self-care. So y'all stay amazing. And thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate, and see y'all in a little bit, like, I don't know, Wednesday or on the 23rd. Bye.